Episode 32, Little Roddy Football Stadium Entrepreneur. Another money-making scheme when I was about 9 or 10 began in the fecund brain of my brother Gary. It was the plastic storm window sales gimmick. At this time, I discovered nearby college football stadiums, especially Harvard Stadium. There were many opportunities to make a buck there. For instance, one of my pals, Jimmy Kelly, had an arrangement with a Boston peddler. Kelly later became a professional gambler. He set up at college football games with a 6-foot painted plywood stand, which presented college football pennants, pins, etc., of Boston College, Boston University, Harvard, or Northeastern, and the opposing team's paraphernalia. The setup and the pennants were provided by his peddler. He would set up in a strategic spot near the ticket entrance to Harvard Stadium, Fenway Park, Braves Field, or wherever the various Boston colleges played home games. There was a waiting list to get in on this arrangement. Although I thought Kelly had a pretty good deal, he was only making half the profits. The peddler was fronting the expenses and getting half the profits. Instead, I figured out a 100% profit system at the same venues. My shtick was to stand near the ticket entrance of whatever stadium was having a home game. In my best ragged and hungry urchin manner, I would beg extra tickets. Got any extra tickets? Fans would often have a friend cancel at the last minute after buying the tickets beforehand and therefore have an extra ticket. Thinking I was a fan and just wanted to see the game, college football fans would hand me extra tickets. I would then scalp the tickets to other fans in two ways. Most would buy from me at a discount because there were still legitimate tickets available at the ticket window. Often, though, I was given sellout tickets or much better seats than were available at the legit ticket counter. The Harvard-Yale game, always a sellout, was a good example. I would sell those tickets at a premium. On a good autumn Saturday, I would earn up to $40. That was more than my father made in a week. My brother Gary, a Harvard man himself, knowing about my ticket begging scheme, suggested another layer. The weather report on that Friday was for a rainy day for the Harvard-Yale game the next day. His idea was to go to Kresge's, the Five and Dime in Central Square, and buy what was then a new idea, flexible plastic sheet storm windows at a quarter apiece, and then sell them as rain head covers to the fans the next day. I made a sign, bought 30 head covers, and tried it. The price to the fans was $1.25. I sold out and cleared $30 that day. Not bad for a 10-year-old kid. Thank you for viewing or listening to my podcast episode. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, and if you so choose, I ask you to send a good review and perhaps refer friends who might be interested in this podcast series. Again, my thanks.